So take it away, Ben.
Thanks, Denise. So this is part of one of the Dao Yin practices that we teach. It's known as the 6 healing sounds, and it's a way of looking at the 5 elements within classical Chinese medicine and how they relate into particular organ functions, how they relate into particular emotions. So we've got, in the order that we do them, we've got the lungs, we've got the kidneys, we've got the liver, we've got the heart, and we've got the spleen. And we're allowing, as we make the sound that's kind of associated with each one, we're allowing the negative emotions that, in classical Chinese medicine, they believe are stored within those organs to be freed up. And it's a great practice, great to do at the end of the day, because it helps to get rid of kind of all the build-up of the stuff that's been happening during the day. And they're very, very simple to do. I mean, there are levels that you can do it at, but just even to sit or lie and make the sound is very, very potent. So the kidneys, we're looking at fear and anxiety as being the sound, as being the emotions here. With the lungs, we're looking at grief, regret and guilt. With the liver, we're looking at anger and frustration. Heart is kind of hatred and jealousy. And the spleen is worry and pity. So it's nice to get rid of these kind of emotions. And the sound for the lung is it's a little bit like steam escaping. It's teeth together, and we're just going. So as we make the sound, we're imagining our grief, regret and guilt being squeezed out of the lungs, so everything is coming out. So you can just take a nice breath in, allow the sound to come out. And just get rid of all that grief, regret and guilt that's building up in there.
Like a pressure cooker type
Yeah,
of sound.
sure. Yeah, definitely. And it, repeat that kind of 3, 6, 9 times in a row, and it just allows that to come through. The kidney sound, which, as I say, is fear, anxiety, we're looking at quite a different sound. The sound is chew. It's almost like the word chew, but with lots of W's at the end, and we soften it. So as we breathe in, take a nice breath in, focus on the kidneys, and then just release the sound, chew. And just imagine our fear and anxiety being squeezed out of the kidneys there. So it's a really nice kind of sound, really nice release. So we can do that one more time together. Go on, inhale. Just let that fear and anxiety release out there. And when we move on to the liver, the sound that we're going to do is more like a so unlike the lung sound where our teeth are lightly together, this is kind of mouth open like in an O shape. So we're squeezing the liver and we're squeezing our anger and frustration out of this one. So as it comes out, we just take a nice breath in, focus on the liver, and just imagine that liver squeezing all that anger and frustration out. And we'll move into the heart sound. The heart sound is like the beginning of the word hawthorn. So it's the H-A-W, but then with lots of W's. So as we extend it out, it's and this is a really good one for actually recognising how much excess heat is coming out of these organs as we practice. Because if you just blow on your fingers, what temperature is the air as it comes out?
Cool.
Okay. Now make the haw sound. What temperature is the air?
It's definitely warmer.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So there's a shift in the type of energy that's coming out. And with the heart, we're getting rid of our anger and frustration. So we just take a nice deep breath in, focus on the heart, and just let that hatred, that arrogance, that jealousy come through there. And then the last sound in the 5 element sequence is for the spleen. So this is earth element. So this is our worry and our pity, which is often why our spleen, our pancreas, our stomach gets so upset. It's because there's so much worry going on. And the sound, it looks like the word who, but with a lot of O's on the end of it. So it's whoo. So like a bit like a ghost in a tunnel. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And again, as we squeeze it, we're getting all of that worry and pity out. So just take a deep breath in.
Quite a deep one.
Yeah, sure. Just letting all that worry and pity out.
It just makes a good deep sound.
Absolutely. And as you repeat these as well, there's colours that you can draw into each of the organs to help fortify it. There's positive emotions we can draw in to fortify it as well. So it's a really nice practice to do. It just helps to balance the emotions nice and easily. Get rid of the build-up of the day so we're not carrying it through into our sleep and in the next day.
Love it.
Yeah, and if you want some more information on that, there's actually a free ebook and an audio with some associated practices on my website, which is bencalder.co.uk, and you find that in the resources section under energy strengthening.